Regardless of your current reason to get SCUBA certified, the good news is that you'll be pleasantly surprised at the unexpected reasons you'll fall in love with diving. I've watched this happen 1,000 times. Give me a chance to explain here. Most of your original preconceived notions will probably float away. And it will open up a lifetime of opportunities, ones you probably did not anticipate or think would happen. Now, I'm not just talking about jobs and careers. You may well be established in your job and career, even retired, although that is definitely one. I'm talking about the people and places and experiences that are a byproduct of the actual act of diving. The big false flag out there is to look at SCUBA certification as simply being able to dive. If your only focus is on actually scuba diving down there, and as exciting as it really is, you're missing the big picture. The pretty coral, the reefs, the marine life, the weightlessness, the serenity, the adventure, the photos, the dream jobs, that is all correct. That happens. But those things pale in comparison to the doors that will open. Scuba diving is not like other sports. It's life support, it's academic, it's physical, but it's also quite social. The really good news is it's the kind of social that seems to work even for introverts. Without overanalyzing it, I can tell you with certainty that I've seen it. I've seen it hundreds of times, and I've seen it firsthand, and it holds true. A core principle of any entry-level scuba certification course is to dive with a buddy. You'll be on road trips, taking flights, in hotels, on boats, at the dinner table, walking through parks, piddling with gear, with people you probably would have never crossed paths with in any other way. Many sports and hobbies attract specific interests, physical characteristics, and like-minded people. And that's okay. But for example, it's pretty easy to tell the difference between a pro NFL football player team walking by and the band camp walking by. Well, that's not the case with scuba diving at all. Those exact two people I just described have been on the boat with me on more than one dive trip. For an example, on one trip out of the country, we had a few college dive club students, staff dive masters ranging in ages from 20s to their 50s, and couples in their 30s, 50s, 60s, and a few random other people mixed in. And that's just off the top of my head. It's like that almost every time. Not only different age groups, but wildly different phases of life, political leanings, and even fitness levels. And outside of scuba diving, hobbies that would otherwise never intersect. I mean, where else would these total strangers come together under one roof with a common interest and all have the time of their lives? Maybe that does exist out there in other lifestyle activities to some degree, but I've never seen anything that is like scuba diving. That's one of the reasons I'm here. Beyond that, the memories from the events leading up to, during, and after the dives are the ones that can stick for a lifetime. I have real core memories from these exact things. So the diving alone is more than worth it, but the peripheral activities that come with it are really what make it priceless. To ask yourself why you're doing it, that's a great start, but in almost every case, the individual that goes on and keeps diving after the course has their lives forever changed. In summary, what you'll get out of learning to dive and then going diving, that's the other crucial part, is far beyond just learning to dive. And it'll probably surprise you with a path not expected. So whatever reasons you currently have for getting SCUBA certified, I ask you to keep an open mind and be receptive to other possibilities because they're going to happen. Now, let's move on to the most important part of getting SCUBA certified, finding the right instructor. And that may also include the facility and location. Most important thing with diving is starting off on the right foot. In my next video, I'll show you the specific things to look for and ask while shopping around. So let's get you armed and ready.